All right, welcome to Winchester Grade School for tonight's matchup between the Cougars and Greenfield. All right, there, a little tip play, bounced off Knox Wortman. It's going to be orange ball. This is Justin Fuller here, and I got Grant DeWitt with me tonight covering this one, so glad you're able to join us. The interesting thing is these two teams have played about 48 hours ago. And Derek Chapman on the – okay, hey, welcome, Chappie. We got the A team here tonight. But, yeah, these two teams played in the championship of the Virginia tournament just Saturday night. So they're both very familiar with each other. The Cougars came out on top on that one. So we'll see how this one goes. Oh, we got a traveling violation there on Renders from Greenfield. The Cougars are going to get their first crack at running a little half-court offense here.
Well, like you said, didn't play that long ago, but typically Monday, there hasn't been a practice since then either, so you haven't had a whole lot of time to have practice, come up with a game plan, and make a few adjustments, knowing that you had the Cougars again in just a short time frame.
Yep, and there's a lot of factors. As we got a steal there by Chapman off of the pressure. Chapman's going to finish to put the Cougars up 2-0. But, yeah, Monday game, no practice yesterday, no school today. You know, I know I'm a baseball coach, but like these are the games that kind of worry you, get the kids out of their natural schedule that they're in, and sometimes some goofy things can happen. So no matter what happened 48 hours ago, you got to go out and get it done tonight as well. Cougars are going to come out man-to-man.
Man, all I notice out there tonight is those squeaky shoes.
Yeah, the floor does look great.
We were able to get our company that comes in and waxes the floor for us, came in, stripped it a little bit, and put a new coat on before the Winchester tournament, which kicks off on Saturday.
Yeah, it looks good, and I know I walked across it when I got here, and it felt good. As an official in the tournament, I know I appreciate that.
Well, I tell you, it looks great right now, but I guess what a lot of people don't realize is this is our grade school gym, and it sees about 400 students every day, and there's going to be a lot of footsteps in here over the next 4 days. So it'll still be in great shape on Saturday, but it's going to take a little work. Tell you, it kind of makes me cringe a little bit because I like it being shiny, but it is what it is. It's part of the school system, part of the school building, and the classroom, more importantly. So
yeah. So we did have a free throw by McClellan for Greenfield, make it 2-1, and then Knox Wortman takes it to the hoop. He gets fouled, knocks down the first free throw. It's one of the things about like Jacksonville Bowl, like that floor is able to stay so nice because students aren't using it for PE. It's literally just your men's and women's basketball teams on an occasional volleyball game, but very little traffic.
Wortman knocked down both free throws, extending the Cougar lead out to 3 as they lead 4-1. The biggest thing with West Central knocking down basket is it allows them to set up this full court pressure, which is very tough, just due to their quickness and length. And we're gonna have a timeout taken by Coach Plogger and the Greenfield Tigers with 4:07 to go here in the first quarter. We'll take it as well. We're back here in Winchester West Central with a 4-1 lead. Greenfield called a timeout and broke the press and got a layup, and he's going to be fouled. That's exactly how you draw it up if you're a coach. Well, 3 passes, no dribbles, and a layup, and you're head to the free throw line.
Well, good job there by Coach Plogger and his team. He called the timeout. Probably set that up, and then the kids went out and executed it. And like you said, that's how you want to break that press. You're definitely not going to be able to dribble against the athletes that we have and break it. So,
foul was on Hudson Little, his first, team second. Cruz Bishop knocked down the first one and unable to connect on the second. 4-2, West Central lead. Going to see man-to-man defense here by the Tigers. Barber has it in the short corner. Nice little pass down to Dorsey. His shot up, no good. Rebound on the weak side by Bishop. And I watched a little bit of that game Saturday. West Central kind of got off to a very similar start like this. Don't want to call it lackadaisical, but just Christmas break, haven't gotten a big routine. And we'll see how long it takes them to get out of it. But Knox Vortman going to re-enter, and
like
is that Metz?
Andrew Metz.
Metz will come in for the first time, as Little and Barber will have Little and can't see.
Coker came out. Yeah.
Steal by Greenfield. They're going to go up. Shot up, no good. Stolen away by Vortman.
That's something our 7th grade group probably hasn't seen a whole lot there. What Greenfield did is they had the ball we had the ball underneath our basket. They set up a full court press and was able to get the turnover, just not able to finish it.
Cruz with the takeaway. Under 3 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Bauer's pass was tipped, but Riders came away with it. 3-ball up, no good. And Metz with a really good box out on the weak side. Drew a foul on McClellan.
Greenfield's going to set up. Looks like a little 1-2-1-1 diamond press. And once again, get the turnover there.
Tried to force it, and it will be Tiger basketball. Tell you what, watching this Greenfield squad, maybe they did have a little practice today. Or maybe they had school and Winchester didn't. Winchester Bluffs. I know West Central did not have school today. But it's a busy day for athletics for West Central. We close out break with 3 games today. Junior high boys are here after the 7th grade game. 8th grade will start in roughly 15 minutes after the conclusion. High school boys are in Minden tonight taking on the Mustangs. JV was set to tip at 6 with varsity to follow. And our high school girls are in Bluffs tonight. You can catch that on WC Cougar Sports as they take on the Brown County Hornets, a squad that was undefeated throughout the early part of the season, but have dropped their last 2 games to a very good West Hancock squad.
Well, in fairness to Brown County, both of them were championship games.
Correct.
At the Beardstown tournament, and then they had the makeup from the Brown County tournament just a couple days after that. So.
And two really good ball games.
Oh,
I mean, I was fortunate enough to have the semifinal games at Beardstown, so I was able to see West Hancock and Brown County both. And I said it's going to be a heck of a game, and turn around and play them in 5 days later, and why not? But you know what? The only way you and it don't matter what sport you're playing. The only way you continue to get better is if you play good competition.
Yep,
and
absolutely.
I know it stings for Brown County losing both the Beardstown Holiday tournament and their own tournament to West Hancock, but if things line up, it's probably a squad you're going to see potentially in the sectional.
So, yeah, Coach Little calling a timeout. I think just trying to get the 7th grade Cougars kind of get their head right. As you talked about, just kind of a couple of silly mistakes and kind of clean that stuff up. And there we're able to break the press. Eli Coker finds Maddox, finds Barber on the post.
Good ball movement this time by West Central, but just spacing. Spacing was kind of an issue, but they got it reset. Little wheel action here. They found Coker underneath, but he was unable to convert.
Knox Fortman is going to tie up McClellan, but Greenfield's going to maintain possession maybe. We got Mr. Summers coming over here to check on the arrow.
I believe that's the first jump ball since I believe this is the first jump ball.
So this is the first jump ball. I believe the ball went out off of us on the jump ball, but I think what they're saying is we never possessed the ball. So therefore it would be Greenfield's ball. We would have the arrow.
Correct.
But it was also kind of a close one because on that jump ball, like Knox kind of had it. So the question was, did he just knock it out or did he actually possess it? So they're going to say they did possess it, and Greenfield's going to get it, and they're going to be on the attack, breaking that press.
Ooh.
And they're going to get McClellan a good, looked like good.
I thought it was a good jump stop.
But we're going to get him for a travel there.
West Central, they're going to get themselves in trouble. They're getting that inbound pass, and everyone's just running. They're not getting a whole lot of help in the middle.
Good move there by Barber.
And West Central will have the chance to set up their press. Full court pressure, lob pass.
Greenfield does a nice job breaking it.
Good ball movement by Greenfield. Up, no good. Barber with a big board. Skips it up ahead to Coker. And they're going to set it up. We're under 30 seconds here in the first quarter. 8-4 West Central lead.
Good look there by Maddox, getting it to Coker. Well, not able to finish, gets his own rebound. He's going to kick back out.
Extra
Just
pass.
a couple seconds left. And a great job there by Gibbs. Just kind of getting hacked, just kind of put his hand there, got on top of the ball. Could have been a jump ball, probably good no call there by the officials to get to the quarter, but that's going to bring us to the end of the first, and Cougars are leading 8-4. See you in a minute. Basketball fans, Justin Ford, Grant Witt, Derek Chapman. Happy to be calling this one here at the end of the first quarter. The Cougars are up 8-4. And we we got a couple new faces in for the Cougars. Mason Stocker and Easton Bayatile. Jace Fryman, they're making their first appearance in the game, and then Metz and what else we got? Dorsey out there. So I think Coach Little might be sending a little message. Might be sending a little message to the guys right now. Just a little wake up, a little shake them a little bit. I like that. And getting some new faces in there, maybe trying to get a little bit of a spark, coming out in a little zone. All right, get Bishop on the travel there. Greenfield's going to stay in that diamond press. The Cougars are able to break it. A little miscommunication there.
Good cut by Easton.
Yeah. I think Easton realized he's at the top of the key. He realized, hey, I'm open. Did a nice job cutting to the basket, and a nice job there by Dorsey to find him.
West Central kind of flipped up their defense with this group of 1-3-1, and Metz with the steal and coast to coast. 12-4 lead for West Central now. Reinders with the basketball, kicks it over to Bauer. This group for West Central just being active, not allowing a lot of easy passes, and tipped out of bounds by Fantile. It will be Greenfield basketball. Good thing there's not the shot clock because it would be low.
Yes.
Something I am looking forward to this weekend.
Definitely changes. I know you had an opportunity to work some of the games at Macomb as well as I. And it does change the game. There's no doubt about that. We're going to get a foul there on the drive.
They're going to get that on Mason Stocker.
I think he just kind of reached down there and caught some arm.
His first personal, team first here in the second quarter. Metz with some good defense on Reinders and tips it out of bounds, and it will remain with the Tigers. We have a couple subs for Greenfield. I'm going to say Morkel.
Yeah, let's go with that, Morkel. If we're wrong, we apologize.
PE teacher, not English teacher.
I'm a hog farmer.
We had Morkel and what other number came in? Justin?
Number 15.
Number 15.
I'll let you take a crack at that.
Schnettgoki.
Yeah, there you go.
They have some Schnettgokis from Carrollton who have played in tournaments. So Vantile with the basketball. Gets it up top to Stocker. West Central's going to reset. Nice little pick there by Fryman, but Stocker's going to travel. Just some, overall, just some sloppy turnovers. The loose ball. Oh, nice finish there by Bauer. Loose ball, and he came away with it, and he's going to have a chance for a three-point play.
Yeah, like I said, and I agree with you. Just kind of, both teams kind of getting a feel for it. And you can tell just a little bit out of sync, as we talked about already. No school today, so who knows? Some of these kids, if they're anything like my daughter, slept in until about 11 o'clock today, and you just get out of sync. But nice job there by the Cougars to break the press. Stocker's not able to finish, though. Yep.
Well, sometimes the hardest thing to do is, yes, they played 48 hours ago, but the score was very lopsided at the end of it.
Mm-hmm.
And for, how old will these kids be, 12, 13?
Yep.
It's a mindset thing. And that's something this group has got to get better at is don't take any team for granted. Play your game, play to your standard. Don't change your game based on your opponent. Another turnover by West Central. And I believe we're going to have a foul. It's going to be on Jace Fryman. We're going to have 5 in, 5 out for West Central.
Going back to the starting 5.
Bishop will also re-enter for the Tigers.
It's very important from here on out. You know, that's the 14th foul for the Cougars this quarter. So any foul from here on out, outside of a player control foul, is going to be free throws for Greenfield. So very important that the Cougars play good defense, but do so without fouling and giving Greenfield the opportunity for some easy points.
Still a lot of time left in this quarter.
All right, we're going to get a foul there.
It's going to be on Morkel, his first, team first. Still 2:44 to play in the first half.
All right. Maddox bleeding, Derek?
Hell yeah. He took a shot at Virginia.
Yeah, because I saw that he came out there and he kind of looked like might have been bleeding a little bit as the reason like he came out.
Yeah.
Mets down low to Coker, and he was unable to finish the layup. It will stay here with the Cougars. Mets came in for Chapman. Lob pass up to Coker, back to the corner. 3, Hudson Little, no good. Rebound by Coker. Good active hands there by Bauer, causing West Central to scramble. 2-3 zone by Greenfield. Doing a good job mixing up defensive looks. Mets with a 3. Long, hard off the back iron, and Barber comes away with it. Nice cut down low to Coker, and he gets one to finish. And maybe that'll kickstart him.
Had a couple players down on the floor there. I think it was kind of a collision after the shot was over. Looked like Schnitt-Goki went down and Coker both went down. Referees just blew the whistle. Just make sure everybody's all right. Everybody seems to be okay. And we're back to playing some basketball.
Gibbs up ahead to Morkel. Morkel shot up and blocked by Barber. (14-7), 1:57 to play here in the first half. And what seemed like a long second quarter. Loose ball, Hudson Little comes away with it. He's going to go coast to coast, layup up and good. It's those little turnovers right there that just allows West Central to build into this lead. In Greenfield, they've played a really good first half defensively.
Yeah, absolutely. But this is one of the things we're talking about. Let's see.
That's going to be foul number 5, or it should be.
Yeah, all right, we got it. Yeah. Derek, your wife's on it.
Yeah. This is always the good part here. And this is one of the tough things, especially with the two-man crew, Justin, and we both officiate, is if you aren't actively paying attention to that board, knowing that a team's going to be in bonus. Okay, foul here, going out of bounds here, and then, oh, it's 5. Well, who got fouled?
Yeah.
Especially on you're, I don't know, 60 feet away from the hoop, and it's not a vicious foul, it's just a reach-in foul. Sometimes, I mean, there's so many things that go on in your head as an official. Sometimes it's like,
well, and I'll say this story is that there was a game I was doing. I won't say who the other officials were, but we had a game at Pittsfield where a guy was fouled, and the best free throw shooter from Pittsfield went to the line, and he wasn't the one that got fouled. And I even stopped and said, hey, is this the right shooter? The guy I was working with was like, yeah, and we shot, and he knocked down both, and they won by 1. But that is one of the hardest things, making sure you get the correct shooter. And while we've been gabbing about that, we got a couple baskets. Greenfield, I believe it was Gibbs, knocked down both free throws, and then the Cougars got a turn, or were able to break the press and get an easy 2 points. Then get another steal. And Barber's going to take it to the hoop,
And he's going to be fouled by Gibbs. That'll be Gibbs' first personal, team second. Barber will head to the line for 2 shots. First shot up, no good. McClellan coming back into the game for the Tigers. What seemed like a long second quarter. Not really. I mean, yeah, there's been 7 fouls committed, but there's no one in foul trouble. Good offensive rebound there by Coker, and he gets it to fall.
Good finish there. I think this is one of those times here where, like I said, I think West Central's got to be, just be smart. I'm not saying pull the press off, but like the guys just got to be smart and not pick up a foul, because like you can always get this where you get a turnover or a potential turnover. And got a little rugby scrum there, and Greenfield comes away with the ball and finds Bishop for the free throw, or the layup, sorry.
Nice cut there by Metz. But a good contest without fouling by Bishop, and he gets the rebound. And I believe it was knocked out of bounds off Barber. 47 seconds to play, 21-11 lead for West Central. And the Cougars are still in their full court press.
All right, good job there by the Cougars, but it's going to go out of bounds, I believe, out of Jace Fryman. So Greenfield's going to get the ball back and a fresh 10 to get it across the timeline.
Good hustle there by Metz. Gets the steal on the weak side. We'll see what West Central does here with under 30 seconds to play. Greenfield back to their man-to-man. Fryman down low. Coker, layup, and he gets it to fall. Had a little English on that one. And it will be West Central basketball. Good defense there by Fryman, shutting off the baseline and not fouling. Ball inbound. Metz steals it at the buzzer. Shot up. No good. Great effort there by Andrew Metz. But that will be how the first half ends. West Central with a 23-11 lead. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back for second half action shortly.
All right, welcome back, basketball fans. Sorry we're a little bit late there on the start, but we're just kicking off the second half. West Central is leading 23-11. Leading scorer for West Central in the first half was Eli Coker at 10, and Bauer was the leading scorer for Greenfield, who had 5 in the first half. A little pressure there by West Central, gets the turnover. Hudson Little goes to the basket strong, gets his shot blocked, but it's going to go out of bounds off Greenfield, and the Cougars are going to maintain possession. Hudson Little, wide open look from 3, misses, and Knox Wortman with the great follow there. Great job there by Knox following the shot, knowing that we run that play to get Hudson that look from the corner. And knowing that shot's going to go up, he crashed the boards, got the rebound, and put it back in. Hudson Little's going to pick up that foul. It's going to be his second. It's already the team's second already. Bishop. I believe that one went over the backboard. So by rule, that's a violation. So we are going to, the Cougars are going to take it over. Hey, Derek Maddox still battling that nosebleed. I know he's.
Yes.
So Cougars got 4 of their 5 starters out there to start the second half as Knox Wortman shoots 3. It's a little long. And here comes Greenfield on the break. Good job there by Metz to stop the ball. Greenfield's going to set up in half court. Yeah, so Maddox Chapman had a little nosebleed in the first half. I think we're still trying to get that attended to, get that stopped. So potentially he could get back in as Metz jumps that pass. He's going to go in for an uncontested layup, and he's able to finish, extending the lead to 27-11. Cougars staying in that press. That one's going to go out of bounds off of West Central. And Coach Blogger calls a timeout there to keep there from being a 5-second violation. And we got a full timeout, so we might as well take it, and we'll be back in about 60 seconds. All right, welcome back, basketball fans. Timeout there by Greenfield. And, ooh. That was one of those plays you only see in a 7th grade basketball game there, but yeah. Metz is able to get the steal off the press and extend the lead to 18 with 4:35 left in the 4th quarter.
Metz came in off the bench and gave West Central a spark. Just hustle leading to some fast break opportunities, and he's got 6 points on the night.
Yeah, he's played well, and I'll say this, you know, watching this group play a lot as Greenfield's able to break the pressure is, you know, right now with Maddox being out at this very moment, he's one of those guys that he brings a lot of energy to this team with the way he plays defense. He pushes the ball, he finds open teammates, And so with him being out, like this is why what Metz has been doing has been so huge. He's kind of replacing that energy and able to get some steals and easy baskets, which are some things that Maddox is usually the guy who's doing those things. And right there, Metz with another little shot. That's a little, got the steal, passed to Dorsey. Dorsey found Metz for a nice little 12-footer. Greenfield's able to break the press.
West Central now up 31-11. They've built a 20-point lead, and I don't know about you two, but it sure doesn't feel like 20.
No,
It doesn't.
Greenfield's still playing hard.
Good job there by Ezra Barber on that finish. And this is one of the things at this 7th grade, and I've watched, the vast majority of games this year. One of the things they do is their pressure, especially at the 7th grade level. It just wears teams down. I know, Greenfield only goes about 6 or 7 players deep, and we just speed you up. We make you play a little faster than what you want to play. And over the course of the game, that is it's gonna wear some teams down and kind of cause some mistakes at times. And to our credit. Hudson Little gets a steal, and he tries to force a pass, but it gets to Dorsey somehow. Goes up, and he's able to finish.
And we're going to have a 30-second timeout taken by Greenfield. West Central with a 35-11 lead. 2:38 to play here in the 3rd quarter. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
All right, welcome back, basketball fans. Grant DeWitt, Derek Chapman, Justin Fuller here. Happy to bring you this junior high basketball contest tonight. West Central is leading 35-11 with 2:30 left in the 3rd quarter. West Central's keeping the pressure on, not making anything easy for Greenfield. Metz with another steal there. And he's able to finish.
He's doing a good job getting in them passing lanes.
Yeah, anticipating the passes, jumping the passes, and it's leading to some easy baskets for him, but it's due to what he's doing on the defensive end. Jace Fryman, I think, got his little hand in there and tapped the ball and does what Jace Fryman does. He's going to try a little runner. That one's no good. With a minute 30, Greenfield's going to bring it down, look to attack. Metz doing a great job harassing the point guard, making life difficult for him. And he gets another steal.
Does a really good job using his left hand.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, good pressure there between Dorsey and Metz. Creates the turnover. Fryman's the one who gets the steal. As we're under a minute, the Cougars are going to look to extend that lead. Metz going to pass it to Dorsey. Dorsey to Van Tile. Tries to pass to Fryman. That one is stolen by Cox. And great hustle there again by Metz to tip it out of bounds. Or did that go off Cox? I was trying to find the name on the roster.
Yeah, I think Metz hit it out of bounds.
Okay. I was watching the subs walk that way. I saw some.
Yeah.
Definitely not a professional here, folks.
I do want to give a shout out to Austin Bro and Turbo Inc. for the new uniforms that junior high boys are wearing this year. And Metz with another steal. Coast to coast, no good. Fryman with the offensive board. Stolen away by Morkel. And he's going to be fouled.
We get a push. I think they're going to call that on the floor before he went up.
Foul's going to be on Easton Van Tile.
And given the fact that not the 5th foul, and it was before he shot, it's probably a pretty smart foul there by Van Tile not to allow the easy basket right at the end of the quarter.
Shot up at the buzzer, no good by Cox, and that's how the third quarter will end. West Central with a 39-11 lead. We'll be back in 60.
All right, welcome back, basketball fans. We're just kicking off the fourth quarter here. On the floor for the Cougars, we got Dorsey, Metz, Stocker, Van Tile, and Fryman. And Fryman's going to kind of get us set up here. Metz, a little high-low game. All gets tipped out. Nice job there by Greenfield. That Morkel, great job there. He's able to finish.
He's got some long arms.
Yeah, a lot of length, and he's got a couple steals in this second half where I think he's just kind of caught us off guard with how long he is. And there we pass it to the wrong team. That one by Cox is no good. It's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to be Cougar basketball. Greenfield's coming out this quarter in a 2-1-2. Fryman's going to shoot the three, no good. Morkel grabs the rebound. Steal by Fryman. He's going to get the Cougars set up, run their offense. Dorsey attempted to get the ball to Van Tile on the post, and it's off of Greenfield player's leg. So West Central is going to maintain possession, and got a couple new faces in for West Central. Jacoby Bigley's checking in for the first time. Nate Main, number 11, and number 3, Bryson Bloxham. So Main comes in off the bench, and he's ready to shoot. I like that. Cougars look like they're in a little bit of a zone defense. Maybe a little 1-3-1. That shot there is no good. It's ripped down by Bloxham. The Cougars going to get the offense set up. Maine and Bigley are having a game of catch over there. Maine's finally going to shoot it. No good, but Bigley gets the rebound. Another three by Maine, no good. Rebound by Stocker, and he gets fouled. Not quite sure who it was, about 4 Greenfield players all around him. So Derek, you may know, or Grant, you may know, what is the 7th grade's exact record? I know they haven't had a loss this year. I don't even know how many total games they played.
I'm thinking this might be 18.
18? It is something around there. I
Yeah.
know, like it's, you know, mid to upper teens.
Yeah.
So, you know, we've talked about this before. They're having a really successful year, just coming off the championship of the Virginia tournament this past weekend. And I'm sure, you know, Coach Little, like the big thing needs to be right now just trying to build a little momentum going into the postseason. You know, that's the thing. And as we get a foul on Stocker, I've said that, you know, as a longtime baseball coach, if there's a way you could bottle playing your best at the end of the season, you know, you could make a lot of money doing that if you could bottle that, you know, and so I'm sure that's probably a big emphasis for the West Central coaches right now, is just making sure you're trying to get a little bit better every single day, building up for that postseason, because this is a team that's definitely capable of making a deep run in the postseason.
I think there's 3 games this week and maybe 1 next, and I think that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of freaked out. I got 8th grade night next Wednesday.
Oh, yeah.
Did you find a replacement for me in the tournament, by the way? Grant? No. I was supposed to referee here in the tournament that night. I called him a couple weeks ago. I was like, yeah, I'm not going to be there. I'm pretty sure my wife would divorce me if I skipped my son's 8th grade night to referee a basketball game. It was a good hustle play there. Looked like Bloxham and Morkel got kind of tied up down there, and Morkel went down kind of hard. Seems to be okay now, but Bloxham helped him up and made sure he was okay. While I've been jabbering away, Cash Bangert is in for Cougars, making his first appearance. And we are just at the 2-minute mark of the 4th quarter. I think they're going to get, they're going to get Mason Stocker there. I know Mason was kind of like, I got all ball, but you know, Mason, if you go back and watch this one, this is coming at you from a referee's point of view. Just don't swing the arm. Like if he's big enough and long enough, he just goes up straight up. He can get that block. And probably not having a foul called on him. But when you swing that arm, even if you get all ball, as a referee, it is very hard not to blow the whistle right there. Yep. Young man from Greenfield knocks down the first free throw. And we got a jump ball. Good hustle there by both squads, getting on that loose ball. West Central is going to get possession on the alternating arrow. Bloxham finds Stocker. Stocker's going to kick it back out to Bloxham. They're going to look to reset. Bigley back to Maine. Bangert. Bigley looked like the defender got a finger on that one, and Cash Bangert gets the rebound. Nice little jump hook there from about 8 feet to get in the scorebook. All right, steal there by Bigley. Does a nice job just realizing he doesn't have it. You know, finding the open teammate, and that three is no good by Bangert. And Greenfield's going to look to push. Traveling violation there. But I actually didn't make it to the championship game on Saturday to really watch. I got there about 2 minutes left. And, so this is my first opportunity watching the 7th grade Greenfield team. But you can definitely see why they made it to the championship game of that tournament. Like they play hard.
Yeah.
And to their credit, you know, like I said, they keep playing hard all the way through. And it'd be one of those things where, you know, a couple of shots fall for them at certain times, you know, that it'd be right in this ball game. All right, so that rebound is by 51 Smith, who puts it back up and in. And we're at the 30-second mark. The Cougars leading 41-16. That three by Banger is no good. And Greenfield going to take over. All right, that shot's no good. And then let's see, we got a couple new Cougars in here at the end. That three is up. No good, and it's going to go off Greenfield. So with 4 seconds left, like I said, the Cougars don't even have to get it beyond the timeline to wrap this one up. There we get all the shoes tied. We're good to go. And so this one's gonna end with a 41-16 score. The Cougars 7th grade group winning another one. You know, as we talked about in the first half, it was a little sloppy at times. I thought the Cougars did a real nice job in the third quarter, executing a little bit better, finding a way to extend that lead. But they are going to win another one, and here in about 15 minutes, we're going to be back with the 8th grade game. You guys got anything to add? All right, that's good. I might hit the concession stand and grab some popcorn. So we'll be back in about 15 minutes with 8th grade action. All right, welcome basketball fans. We're just kicking off this 8th grade match between Greenfield and West Central. And before I can get a couple words out of my mouth, who was that? Was that Hubbard? Or number 10, Weller, I believe, with the 3 that gives Greenfield a 3-point lead. And the Cougars do a nice job breaking the pressure applied by Greenfield. And Brady Pressey finds Bryson Hoots for an easy 2. And we're off to a fast, furious start here tonight. That 3's no good, but we got 1 rebound, another offensive rebound, and that is Gibbs.
I think they gave that to.
So one thing universal in basketball, and I don't care if you're talking college, pros, junior high, usually if you give teams 3 cracks at it, they're going to find a way to get it in the basket, and that's what happened there. Is Greenfield got 2 shots. West Central wasn't able to secure a rebound, and Gibbs was able to put it back in to give Greenfield a 5-2 lead. A good job there by number 34, Costello, with the steal. Greenfield's not able to finish on the other end. And number 10, Weller's going to pick up his first foul of the game. Yep. So right there, Brady Pressey had a good look at 3, left a little bit short, had a tip. He got his own rebound, but then while he was driving, dribbled it off his leg, and that ball's going to go to Greenfield Northwestern. West Central looks like they're going to come out in a little man defense to start. Greenfield's going to get set up.
Little pick and roll.
Yeah, nice little pick and roll
Hubbard
there. Or it was Hubbard, I believe, yeah. Sorry, I got that one wrong. We have another turnover, and Coach Little's going to get a timeout to try to get things under control as Greenfield is leading 9-2.
Yeah, looks like Costello got that last bucket.
Costello got the last one. Yep, I'm all over the place. So.
I know, I looked down and it already happened.
So we'll go ahead. I think we just got a 30-second timeout, so we're going to we'll go ahead and stay here. But between Derek and myself, we watched a lot of the 8th grade games this year. This our 8th grade group is a team that plays pretty hard, night in, night out. Some nights when their 2 biggest challenges, in my opinion, are can they handle teams' pressure, which as we've seen already tonight, Greenfield's turned them over once or twice with that press, and then if they're going to be able to score enough.
Right.
Some nights they just kind of struggle to put the ball in the hoop. So another thing I'm kind of interested to see tonight is at some point, I know he's cleared, I don't know if he's playing, but Mason Alexander, who I believe when he was injured was our 2nd leading scorer and leading rebounder, is back from an injury, and actually right on cue, right there, he's back on the court. So he's going to get in there and see how he's doing. I think he will be a nice addition moving into the postseason for this group, having his athleticism. The big question right now will be, what kind of legs he has.
Right.
All right, Jordy Ray is also in for the Cougars.
Fuller with the offensive rebound and putback.
Yep, I'll let you say all good and bad things about Brock. That way. But that was a nice job there. Nice drive by Jordy and a nice job there by Brock, winning the battle on that rebound and getting that putback, getting a much-needed basket for West Central. All right, so Coach Little got to transition back to a 2-3 now. That shot is up from the corner. And
it's like Hubbard with an offensive rebound.
Hubbard has been a menace for us, which I mean that in a good way for him.
Yeah.
But from West Central's point of view, I believe that's already his 3rd offensive rebound that that he's gotten, and we're 3 minutes into the game. At this pace, he might set a record.
Well, we watched him the game before ours at Virginia, and he is a hustler.
Yeah, he's playing hard, and he's athletic, and right there, a little bit of a defensive breakdown by the Cougars. Greenfield was able to get the ball in point-blank range, and foul, I think, is going to go against Alexander. Yep. As number 34, Costello, is the one who's fouled. He knocks down the first free throw. And, Derek, did they get third place in the 8th grade portion of the Virginia tournament?
Yes. I believe they beat Porta, I believe.
Okay.
Don't quote me on that,
but I know that they lost to Brown County in the semis,
yes.
But it was a close game. It was a competitive game, and as we know, like, Brown County's got a good squad. So Jordy Ray's going to pick up his second foul.
That was quick.
Yeah.
2 quick ones.
And so, like I said, it's going to be an opportunity for somebody else to kind of step up and get some of those minutes. And Jordy's done a great job this year while Mason's been out with injury. Yep. So somebody else is going to have to step up and take those minutes. Greenfield's doing a nice job just being patient against the zone. Our the Cougars are playing hard, but they're just doing a nice job not trying to force anything, just taking what the defense gives them. I think that's going to be the second on Alexander right there, as Hubbard again finds his way open there on the block. All right, first one is no good, and Lennox Koch and is going to check in for the first time, and Bryson Hoots is going to come in for Mason, who got 2 quick ones. Both him and Jordy Ray have 2.
Pratt with a rebound.
All right, that one's blocked by on Hoots' shot, but Koch, great job there battling, getting the loose ball. Tell you what, when he wants the ball, there's not many guys going to stop him from getting the ball. Yep. So I thought he played a really good couple games over in the Virginia tournament for us on the nights that I was over there. So that closes the gap to 4. A 15-footer comes back long, and Greenfield's able to secure the rebound. I believe that one's going to go against Hoots, and Bryson, if you go back and watch this, the big thing is just stay square. I think he was in pretty good position, but then when you start to turn and you're no longer in legal guarding position, you make contact. That's a foul that the refs are going to get there.
First one up by Plogger is no good.
Brock Fuller's going to check back in for his cousin. Colby Pratt is going to get a quick breather. That one's good. That makes it 11-6 Greenfield.
Looks like they're going to get Plogger on a blocking foul.
Yep. All right, Press is going to take it across the timeline. I think Lennox has taken a couple steps there. But
I think he.
But hey, if the refs don't call it,
right.
It's not a violation.
That's right.
Hey, they're going to call that one on the floor. That's one of those, when the whistle went up, it's 50-50. Whether it's a foul or a travel is going to be one of the two. So,
like Lancaster picking up the foul. Good seal by Brock there.
Yeah, me and him worked on that the
Yeah.
one day. We talked about sealing, and so he does listen to me, which is good sometimes. But yeah, nice job finding the open player there on that inbounds play.
Yeah.
Makes it it's 11-8, 3-point lead by Greenfield. Long two is up. That one's no good and secured by Grant Moore. And Greenfield came out hot, but now West Central's got a chance here at the end of the quarter to right there on cue. Brady Pressey knocking it down to a 1-point lead with 27 seconds left. And a nice job there. That was Lancaster. Nice inside out play there. Got it into the post. And that's one of those, it's a backbreaker. Yeah. Turnover late, and great job there by Greenfield to execute on the turnover, get the fast break point at the buzzer, and that's going to make it a 16-10 game at the end of the first quarter. We're going to take 60 seconds. We'll be back in just a little bit. All right, welcome back, basketball fans. So 1 quarter under our belts here. We have a 16-10 lead by Greenfield. Mason Alexander goes to the basket. Not able to finish there, and Greenfield's going to look to run.
Rebound there by Alexander. Offensive rebound by Fuller. Back up. Offensive glass and good.
I was kind of worried. I mentioned earlier I took Brock to baseball camp today at Lincoln, and I was wondering how the basketball game would go tonight. We had an early morning, but maybe I need to bring him to baseball every morning at 6 a.m. Doing a nice job on the glass and been able to finish as he's the West Central's leading scorer right now with 6.
Looks like they'll get him there with a reach in.
Yep. And that's his first.
Hubbard again.
And he gets his own rebound. And that's number 10, Weller, who hits another 3. Alexander's able to break the press. And Grant Moore is going to look to get the half-court offense set up for the Cougars. All right, so they're going to get Fuller with the travel there. All right, so I think we got a little bit of confusion there, but we're going to go ahead and take it with you, and so we'll be back in just a little bit. welcome back. So 4:36 in the second quarter, and Greenfield's going to regain possession. Cougars still sitting in that 2-3 zone. All right, Greenfield's going to take their time, kind of be patient.
You get Hubbard with the travel.
Yeah. And Fuller's going to turn it over there in the corner. Greenfield's going to regain position, leading by 7. And there's Hubbard again. Nice entry pass. I believe it was Lancaster.
Out of bounds off of Weller.
All right, number 20, Talley, is going to check in for Greenfield. I believe this is his first time in the game. Bryson Hoots is going to come back in for West Central, replacing Fuller.
This full court press is giving him some fits.
Yeah.
Alexander brings it across.
Hey, nice find. Nice job there by Brady Pressey finding the open spot. Nice job by Alexander to find him. And it's going to make it a 14-21 or 21-14 game. Nice job there by the Cougars getting a turnover. Pressey for threes, no good. Hubbard secures the rebound.
Alexander with the block.
A nice drive there by Pressey. That's something he does a really nice job of. For not being a super big guy, he can get to the basket, and he has an ability to finish. All right, that shot's long, secured by Hoots. So Cougars kind of fought back in, got the lead down to 5 with a chance to knock that down a little bit here. And I believe Grant Moore must have dribbled on the baseline. So all right, Colby Pratt's going to check in for Grant Moore, and we're going to get going again here. Greenfield's going to take it down. West Central still in the 2-3. Nice job there by Hoots, battling strong. Almost able to get the turnover. High post number 4. And that is Lancaster, knocks down the long 2. No, that one's not going to make it there. Nice job there. It's kind of a turnover contest for a little bit, and but Pressey was able to find Hoots. And that was number 10, Weller. And we're going to have a timeout here. We're going to go ahead and take it with you as Greenfield leads 25-18 with 1:17 left in the second quarter. All right, welcome back, basketball fans. Let's see, Brock Fuller and Jordy Ray have checked in for the Cougars during that timeout. That's foul. You're going to get fouled there, son, every time. Just, it's good hustle there by Brock. I like to see that hustle, but right there, you don't have position to reach. Like if you're standing behind somebody, you try to reach, you're coming across. I just know as an official, that's an easy one, to get, and that's Brock's second, so that's probably going to end his first half. Coach Little takes him out, try to preserve him for the second half. There's Lennox Koch's going to check in. All right, look like we switched it up, going back to man right now. That's a nice job there by Talley. Faking, using the screen, getting the overplay. Colby Pratt in and out. And we're going to get a foul.
They're giving it on Lennox.
They called that one on Lennox. I will just say this, that the official's in a much better position than I am to see. But irregardless, even with a foul there, I like the way, Lennox aggressively went after that rebound there. I like to see that. All right, so Cougars going to stay with the man-to-man here to end the half. We're under 10 seconds.
Jordan needs to watch it.
Really good defense there by Jordy. Didn't leave his feet, just stayed down, played good defense, made life really tough, and was able to get a stop there. So as we go into halftime, Greenfield leads West Central 27-18. We'll see you guys in about 10 minutes. All right, welcome back, basketball fans. We're moments away from getting this third quarter started. Greenfield has a 9-point lead going into the third quarter. Looks like West Central is going to go with the same 5 that started. Pressey, Moore, Pratt, Fuller, and Hoots. Looks like the same 5 starters for Greenfield as well. So we're going to get this second half action kicked off. West Central staying in that 2-3.
Poke out there, but
yeah.
Fuller.
Yeah, doing some good stuff. Yeah. I like that. Good job, son. All right, there we got turnover. Greenfield's going to look to run. And good finish there by number 30, Plogger. Not an easy shot, running full speed. Able to finish. And I'm not quite sure how that one went in, but we will take it. It was a good move there by Hoots, but how it went off the glass, I was like, that's not going in, and he proved me wrong. So nice job there breaking the pressure, and nice job there by Bryson Hoots to finish there with Hubbard right in his face.
Pass picked off by Colby Pratt.
Yeah. Good hustle there by Fuller and by Hubbard. Kind of looked like a fumble drill there in football, but West Central's going to maintain possession due to the alternating arrow. Inbound it to Pressey. Finds Moore on the wing. Pressey's going to take the 3. That one's no good. And good job there on the offensive rebound by Fuller to get the rebound. He's not able to finish as Hubbard blocked the shot. And as Hubbard began to break out, Hoots picked up the foul. That's his second. Good job there by the Cougar defense to be able to recover. And that good defense leads to a Greenfield turnover, and West Central is going to regain possession there. Sorry to the folks at home if you're wanting some deep commentary right there. I just got kind of stuck watching the play.
Yeah,
being a dad for a second, so. All right, they're going to go over to Hoots. Here's kind of working around.
That back door to Pressey.
Yeah, nice find by Fuller hitting Pressey, who's not able to finish, but a great job there by Hoots. He's playing a nice little game for us tonight. I think that is his 8th point for the Cougars. And honestly, a lot of the points have just been straight hustle points, like getting rebounds and hustling down the floor. So that's great to see.
Like Lancaster going up and was fouled by Fuller.
Yep.
That's
going to be his 3rd, I believe.
Yeah.
But, yeah, nice job there by Lancaster. You just gave a little bit of a pump fake, and you got Brock off balance just enough to where kind of went into the shooter. But that's good basketball on his part. So Koch and Alexander are going to check in, replacing the Cousins. Hoots with another rebound. That one's going to go to West Central there. Another good job there by Hoots. Really playing hard, working hard on the boards. And great job there by Mason Alexander, getting, good find on Pressey's part, hitting him in stride, getting the fast break, and able to finish at the basket, making it a 6-point game. there's Hubbard again. They find him on the post.
Lennox just a little late getting there.
Yep. That's going to stay West Central ball. That was a coin toss there.
Yeah, it was.
West Central and or the Grant Moore and the Greenfield player both kind of reached for the ball trying to save it, and they both kind of hands up, and we got the benefit of that call.
Yeah, the referee was right there to see it.
He was. He had a good look at it. Pressy not able to finish there on the baseline drive.
Like Lancaster with the drive. And
interesting to see. I'm not for sure who we're going to get the foul on there.
And Lennox.
Yep. I'll just say this. I do think Lancaster got fouled. I don't think it was by Lennox. I think it was one of the guys as he was driving in. But so probably the right result. Tough luck there for Lennox. That's his third.
Well, the board on the left says 2.
So
I'm not real sure.
Yeah, we have some uncertainty. Yeah, okay. And it might be 2. So we will see. I'm sure Coach Little will be talking to Coach Pratt or Phil Pratt down there on the book and getting the correct number of fouls on him.
Good drive by Pressy. Got the block from Costello.
Yeah.
Costello.
Yeah, he did a nice job. Like he released off his guy. He saw Pressy wanting to go to the basket and able to get a block. Working around Alexander with a three-pointer. Nice job there by the Cougars working around Ray to Moore to Alexander. Get that shot. And before I got those words out of my mouth, Weller answers with a big 3 of his own.
We didn't get back very good there.
Nope.
A steal by Lancaster.
Good job there by Alexander, staying straight up, not getting a foul. Staying on his feet. Fortunately, he did tip it out of bounds, so it is going to remain Greenfield ball. We got like a rugby scrum going on down there, but just a lot of guys hustling, playing hard for the basketball. And Greenfield's going to maintain possession with the alternating arrow. All right, so they do have 2 up there on the scoreboard for Lennox. So I do think we've gotten to the bottom of it. But with that being said, he's going to come out. Brock Fuller's going to check back in. And somebody's going to pick up a foul.
I think they gave that one to Alexander.
Did they? So
I wasn't sure.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's one of those you could have probably called it on both. It was a good play. Ball tipped away, just went right to the Greenfield player. He's in the right spot at the right time, and he got kind of a Fuller-Alexander sandwich there as he was going up for that one. Costello's not able to hit the first free throw. Hoot's going to check back in for Jordy Ray.
Good rebound there by Fuller.
He had Hoots open for a second, but we're going to go with Moore for 3. It's no good. And a good job there by Costello. Great hustle there. I know it didn't pay off, but great job by Hoots hustling down the floor, making that a contested shot. Three for Moore. That's going to be long. All right, so block shot there by Alexander on the drive, but it's going to go out of bounds off the Cougars, and Greenfield is going to maintain possession. with 29.6 seconds left. Brock Fuller gets the rebound there as Hubbard finally missed one. He's had a heck of a ball game on the glass and scoring the ball.
Yeah, Brock, really good defense there, doing straight up, not easily got a call foul there.
Good cut there by Pressey and a great find by Moore. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter. And 10-point lead, right? I don't think they got the scoreboard. Yeah, so 39-29. And so we're going to take this 60-second break, and we'll be back in 1 minute. All right, welcome back, basketball fans. We are kicking off this fourth quarter. Cougars down by 10 going into the quarter, so they're needing to ideally cut into this lead to try to get back into this ball game. We got Alexander, Hoots, Moore, Pressey, and Ray on the court for the Cougars to start the and good job there by Greenfield, a couple different times scrambling there on the defensive end. Appeared that Cougars are going to get to maybe an open look or something, but they just kind of scramble, hustle, get in position. Three by Alexander's no good. Rebound by Pressey, and he's going to be fouled. Great job there by Brady to hustle in there, read the shot, and get in there and get the offensive rebound. He's going to go to the free throw line for two. First one's no good. Second one's good for Pressey. That's his 9th point of the night. Yeah, that one should be us. Good job there a couple different times. Mason Alexander, good job stopping the ball, staying on his feet. And then a great job there by Hoots, working hard, battling for that rebound and went off Greenfield. And Cougars are going to get another crack at trying to knock this lead down a little bit. All right, Coach Little didn't like the looks of that. It looked like we were a little out of whack on the offensive set, and so he's going to call, it looks like it's going to be a 30-second timeout. We'll go ahead and just stay here for this one. So I know the rest of the week, and Grant, you may know, I think you know better than us, it's Beardstown tomorrow night. Junior high boys play at Beardstown.
That is correct.
And then Thursday, where are they?
Thursday, junior high boys are at Ashland for AC Central.
AC Central. I didn't know because I am refereeing in Jacksonville High School both nights, so I won't be there. I usually remember the games that I know I'm going to be at. So but I knew they had 2 more games this week. And then, Derek, we were talking about it earlier, that 1 game next week, and then the 7th graders will start regionals on that following weekend. So the postseason's coming up quick for both of these groups. So, all right, nice set there. Getting the shot to Pressey. It's just off. Greenfield's going to look to attack. And that's Lancaster for 3. That one there that's a big shot for Greenfield, extending that lead to 12. All right, so Pressey's going to get fouled on the drive, but they're going to call that on the floor, so it's going to be West Central ball underneath the basket.
Look like a foul on Weller, his second.
That 3 there by Alexander's no good. A little 1-2-2. All right, so they're going to get Grant Moore on a reach. That's one of those, from the West Central point of view, you force a 3, you got to be able to get that rebound if you want to be able to get back in that game. But also give credit to Greenfield; they're battling hard, and Albrecht battling hard to get that rebound. So there we got a turnover. That shot is up, no good for Alexander. Good drive, not able to finish. Pressey for 3. That's no good. Tip by Hoots, another good hustle play. But that's turned over. The pass from Ray is turned over. Probably a good foul there by Ray. Because if he wasn't able to get that foul, it was going to be 2 points.
West Central just can't get their shots to fall.
Yeah, they're getting some decent looks, and we just gotta get some of these shots to go down for us. All right, we're gonna go back to man-to-man now, the way it looks by West Central. And really good pass there. Pretty good defense there by Bryson Hoots, but just a really good pass. Entry pass into the post. Greenfield's able to extend the lead to 16. All right, and so in that madness, Pressey took it to the hoop, had a shot blocked. Brock was able to secure the ball, get it up, not able to finish the shot, but picked up the foul. That one's going to go against Albrecht, as Brock Fuller's going to go to the line for 2. First one's no good. Second one's no good for Fuller. So with 2:38 left in the fourth quarter, you got to imagine right here Greenfield's probably just going to look to work the clock a little bit. Looks like they're going to a little flex offense. Just, probably looking, hey, unless we get a layup, let's just work the ball. Right now for Greenfield, definitely the clock is your friend. The more you can keep that running, the better it is. Good hustle there by Brock Fuller.
He laid her all out on the line there.
Pressey not able to finish. Pratt has it underneath the basket, and he's going to be held up. All right, Greenfield's able to break the pressure. All right, we're going to get an illegal screen on Hubbard. I think that's the first not good thing he's done tonight. That young man has had a heck of a ball game. Let's see, on the scoreboard, he's got 10 points. I have no idea how many rebounds he's got. It feels like 30. Yeah. But he's done it. He's played a whale of a game, but they did catch him there with an illegal screen. All right, Presley's going to get it to Pratt. So we do have Lenny Sturdivant has checked in for the Cougars. Cougars got to get a little bit of urgency going on based on the situation. So Pressey hits a contested three. Nice shot there. And Coach Little is going to call a timeout as that three takes it down to a 13-point lead. So not very bright prospects here for the Cougars, but Coach Little's coaching the guys hard all the way to the end. But we got a full timeout, so we're going to go ahead and take it with them, and we'll be back in just a little bit. All right, welcome back to Winchester Grade School. We have a minute 19 left in the fourth quarter. Greenfield 13-point lead. West Central hanging to a little glimmer of hope. They got their most athletic kids in right here, try to get themselves a turnover off of this press. Looks like just a little man press. Lancaster's able to get past Colby Pratt, break the press. All right, so they're going to get Grant Moore with that foul. That's only the third team foul this quarter. So Cougars still got to foul one more time. They're going to get Colby Pratt there with the reach, and that's going to be the fourth one. All right, good job there by Lancaster, keeping his cool, finding the open teammate, breaking that trap. And good job. That is Costello there with the finish and the and one.
Looks like they got Bryson Hoots for the foul.
Yep. All right, Costello completes the old-fashioned three-point play, and both teams are going to kind of go to their bench here. Let's see, we got Owen Edlin, Henry Gregory, Ian Brown, Christian Gardner? Is that the name right?
Yep.
Know most of the kids, so I just don't want to be wrong. Greenfield kind of bringing their subs in as well. So both teams kind of conceding the outcome of this game. First time seeing Greenfield's 8th grade team. They're legit. They have some guards who can shoot. When you look at their scoring, they have, I know, 3 of their players in double digits. Lancaster has 13, and Weller has 13, and Hubbard has 10. So like I said, very balanced attack, can beat you both inside, outside. Did a nice job on the press. So very, very impressed. First time this year seeing this 8th grade Tigers group. And while I was jabbering, we got Henry Gregory in, knocking down a free throw. Like to see that for Henry. Second one's just short. And there's Ian Brown getting on the floor, tying it up, and that's going to keep the ball. Should be for West Central here. Entry pass to Owen Edlin gets knocked away. We got another jump ball there. All right, so 22.2 seconds left, and got to imagine right here Greenfield's just going to try to run the clock out. Unless they get something point blank. That shot's up, no good. Ian Brown rips down the rebound, finds Lenny Sturdivant, who's going to drive up. Shoot it, Lenny, yeah, boy. Just a little bit long. But that's going to end this one by a score of 49-34. Derek, anything to add on the closing, or are we just going to wrap it up?
I say we just wrap her up.
All right, sounds good. But for those of you guys that joined us at home tonight, we appreciate it. Those of you guys that follow us, but see us back here next time. I know we got a full slate with the Winchester tournament coming up, so there's going to be a lot of stuff that WC Athletics is going to be putting out on YouTube. But thanks for joining us tonight. See you later, guys.